जगन्नाथ है, 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 जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है,
जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जगन्नाथ है, जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा, 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 जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा। जगन्नाथ है, 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 जगन्नाथ है। It's too fast. I can't say it.
I came after.
You know, it's okay. We can fix it.
जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा,
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 जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा।
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी,
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 नयन पथगामी भव तुमे,
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 नयन पथगामी
Swami Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath. Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. 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 Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra.
Swami Nayanapatagami Bhavatame Shrita Kamala Kuchamandala Dhrita Kundalaye Dhrita Kundalaye Kalita Lalita Vanamala Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Kalita Lalita Vanamala Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Dinamadi Mandala Mandana Bhava Khandanaye Bhava Khandanaye Munijana Manasa Hansa Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Munijana Manasa Hansa Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Haliya Vishadhar Ganjana Jana Ranjana Ye Jana Ranjana Ye Yadkola Nalina Dinesh Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Yadkola Nalina Dinesh Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Namodanar Kavinashana Garuda Sanaye Garuda Sanaye Golakili Nidana Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Surgolakili Nidana Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Amala Kamala Dalalochana Bhava Mochanaye Bhava Mochanaye Vana Bhavana Nidana Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Tribhuvana Bhavana Nidana Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Janaka Sutta Krita Bhushana Jita Dushanaye Jita Dushanaye Samita Dasha Kantha Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Samara Samita Dasha Kantha Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Mandara Sundara Dhrita Mandaraye Dhrita Mandaraye Chandra Chakora Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Srimukha Chandra Chakora Jaya जय जय देव हरे चरणे प्रणतावय इति भावये कुशलं प्रणतेषु जय जय देव हरे कुरुकुशलं प्रणतेषु जय जय देव हरे जय देव कविरुदितमिदं कुरुते मुदं मङ्गलमञ्जुलगीतं जय जय देव हरे मङ्गलमञ्जुलगीतं जय जय देव हरे धृतकमलाकुचमण्डलधृतकुण्डलये कलितललितवनमा जय जय देव हरे कलितललितवनमाल जय जय देव हरे कलितललितवनमाल जय जय देव हरे
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamunatira Bandachari Yamunatira Bandacharya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanacharya Yamunatira Vanacharya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gora Premanandi Hare 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 Krishna. So this is a Bhagavatam class, Srimad Bhagavatam class. Prayers of Queen Kunti. All right, the book, the verse. Okay. No, you can keep the book on top of here. The verse is. What is the verse? 1, 2?
158, chapter 25.
1:5:25.
1:8.
1:8:25.
25 and 26, Maharaj.
Okay.
Queen Kunti's prayers.
Very good. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 8, text 25. Vipada santuta shashvat Tatra tatra jagadguru Bhavato darshanam yatsyad Apunarbhava darshanam Vipada santuta sashvat Tatra tatra jagadguru Bhavato darshanam yatsyad Apunarbhava darshanam
Vipada santuta shasvat. Vipada santuta shasvat. Tatra tatra jagadguru. Bhavato darshanam yatsyad. Bhavato darshanam yatsyad. Apunarbhava darshanam. Apunarbhava darshanam.
Vipada santuta shasvat.
Vipada santuta shasvat.
Tatra tatra jagadguru.
Tatra tatra jagadguru.
Bhavato darshanam yatsyat.
Bhavato darshanam yatsyat.
Apunarbhava darshanam.
Apunarbhava darshanam. Vipada santuta sasvat. Vipada santuta sasvat. Tatra tatra jagadguru. Tatra tatra jagadguru. Bhavato darshanam yatsyat. Bhavato darshanam yatsyat. Apunarbhava darshanam. Apunarbhava darshanam.
Vipada, calamities, santu, let there be, ta, all, shashwat, again and again, tatra, there, tatra, and there, Jagadguru, O Lord of the universe, Bhavata, your, Darshanam, meeting, Yat, that which, Syat, is, Apuna, not again, Bhavadarshanam, seeing repetition of birth and death. Translation. I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again, so that we could see you again and again. For seeing you means that we will not longer see repeated birth and death. Purport. Generally, the distressed, the needy, the intelligent, and the inquisitive who have performed some pious activities worship or begin to worship the Lord. Others who are thriving on misdeeds only, regardless of status, cannot approach the Supreme due to being misled by the illusory energy. Therefore, for a pious person, if there is some calamity, there is no other alternative than to take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Constantly remembering the lotus feet of the Lord means preparing for liberation from birth and death. Therefore, even though there are so-called calamities, they are welcome because they give us an opportunity to remember the Lord, which means liberation. One who has taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, which are accepted as the most suitable boat for crossing the ocean of nescience, can achieve liberation as easily as one leaps over the holes made by the hooves of a calf. Such persons are meant to reside in the abode of the Lord, and they have nothing to do with the place where there is danger at every step. This material world is certified by the Lord in Bhagavad Gita as a dangerous place full of calamities. Less intelligent persons prepare plans to adjust those calamities without knowing that the nature of this place is in itself full of calamities. They have no information of the abode of the Lord, which is full of bliss and without trace of calamity. The duty of the sane person, therefore, is to be undisturbed by worldly calamities, which are sure to happen in all circumstances. Suffering all sorts of unavoidable misfortunes, one should make progress in spiritual realization, because that is the mission of human life. The spirit soul is transcendental to all material calamities. Therefore, the so-called calamities are called false. A man may see a tiger swallowing him in a dream, and he may cry for this calamity. Actually, there is no tiger and there is no suffering. It is simply a case of dreams. In the same way, all calamities of life are said to be dreams. If someone is lucky enough to get in contact with the Lord by devotional service, it is all gain. Contact with the Lord by any one of the 9 devotional services is always a forward step on the path going back to Godhead. Om Agyanti Mirandasya Yaranjana Salakaya Chakshurumilita Mina Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in darkest of ignorance, and my spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my humble respect to the beast and to him. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So Queen Kunti saying to Krishna, Krishna was departing to Dwarka, because after the Kurukshetra war, Maharaj Yudhishthira was enthroned as the emperor, the king. So Krishna was happy that his pure devotees were in charge of managing the kingdom, and he was leaving to Dwarka. But Kunti Devi, she was praying to Krishna. When we have difficulties, you always were with us. Now we are nicely settled, you are living. So better to have calamities, but seeing you. Because seeing your lotus feet means we don't see again repeated birth and death. So this is the feeling of pure devote. Nobody prayed to God for problems, suffering. Nobody. Everybody pray, God, please free me from my problems, from my suffering. But Queen Kunti was welcoming them. And they had so many difficulties, even as children, they were playing, Duryodhana and his brothers with the Pandavas. They were playing hide and seek. So Duryodhana was hiding with his brothers in a big tree with a lot of branches. So, but Bhima, he started shaking the tree. And they were falling like fruit from the tree. So they were children playing, you know. Nobody was harmed actually. But anyway, Duryodhana became envious of Bhima that he has so much power. So he decided to kill him, even as children play. He knew that Bhima liked to eat a lot. Another name of Bhima is Brickodar. So he's a voracious eater. You know, when the Pandavas were in exile, they stayed at the home of a Brahman family, in disguise, of course. The town was named Ekachakra. And there was a Rakshasa cannibal who was coming, killing, eating people in the town. Every day he will come. So they came to agreement with the Rakshasa, don't kill like that. We promise you each day one family will sacrifice one member and you don't touch anybody else. That was the agreement. Rakshasa agreed. So one day, the house where the Pandavas were residing, it was their turn to sacrifice one member of the family for the Rakshasa. But they all of crying. The men said, I will go. The wife said, no, you're maintaining the family, let me go. The children were crying, no, no, father, mother, let us go. One of us will go. So Queen Kunti heard this and she told Bhim, they are giving us shelter here at their home and they are having difficulty. Bhim, you go and kill this Rakshasa. And part of the deal with the Rakshas is we have to take to him a car full of food. So you can eat all the food you like. Bhim was very happy with this arrangement because all the way on the chariot, he was eating all the food, like for 100 people. It was. So when he arrived, because Rakshasa was staying in a cave outside the city. So when he arrived there, Rakshasa was angry that you ate all my food, now I'm going to eat you. So they had a fight. They have a big fight. Kunti Devi, she asked Arjun, follow your brother. If anything happened, be ready, kill the Rakshas. Just in case, you know. So, of course, was not necessary. Bhim very easily killed the Rakshasa. But now, in that same town, later on, Lord Nityananda appeared, you know. Balaram, Lord Nityananda. And he heard a story that there was a big, huge snake attacking and eating people. And he was advised not to go in that area of the forest. The snake will be there. So he went there and found the snake. Big, gigantic snake. And he chastised the snake. Why are you attacking poor people? And the snake said, what can I do? This is my food. And Arjuna gave me permission. Arjuna, yes. Arjuna was following his brother Bhim, and he took a snake and chanted the mantra, became like an arrow. It was me. So he was going to shoot me to bite the Rakshasa, to poison the Rakshasa. But Bhima killed very easily the Rakshasa, no need for me to. So I asked Arjuna, what shall I do now? I'll go eat whatever you like. Whatever you find, you can eat. So I'm doing what Arjuna told me. But Nityananda Prabhu told the snake, no, I'm going to change that instruction now. Don't attack anybody, don't hurt anybody. I make sure your food will come to you. So Nityananda Prabhu told the villagers, I put the snake in a cave, and I put a big stone on it. Actually, Nityananda Prabhu took one of his earring, put it at the door of the cave, became big stone, covered the only small hole to put the food inside. So even nowadays, if you go there, you will find that cave. Anyway, so then, I mean to say, why they went into hiding? Because they tried to kill them. And you know what happened when Bhima ate Duryodhana offered him a big cake. Oh, my dear cousin Bhima, I brought you this big cake you like to eat. And after eating it, he was poisoned. He put poison in it, Duryodhana. So, and to make sure he will die, he threw him into the river. And at the bottom of the river, there were spears waiting for finish him up. But on the way down to the bottom of the river, there were some water snakes, poisonous. They bited Bhim, and their poison counteracted the poison given by Duryodhana. And there were some servants of Varun, and they took him to the abode of Varun, and he became friend with Varun. So Varun liked Bhim, and he gave him a beverage. He will become like 1,000 elephants strong, like that. He became more powerful. So they were very envious of the Pandavas, and Duryodhana made a plan to kill all of them, along with their mother, Kunti. You know, the way that is prohibited to kill a woman is considered very sinful. You know, when Krishna had to kill Putana, he closed his eyes, because he thought, oh, Vedas say I can't kill women, but she's a demon, I have to kill. So he closed his eyes. And also, he closed his eyes because to give her assurance that he's a sleeping baby, can't harm anybody, can't kill a fly, so she will be confident that she can kill. And the third reason, Krishna was angry at her because she killed so many babies. I remember when I was a child living in Middle East, Syria, I heard many stories of witches sucking the blood of babies at night. Prabhupada said even nowadays in North India, there are witches who can fly on the branch of a tree. They grab a branch, they can fly on it. Hare Krishna. So, Hari Hari. So Queen Kunti was praying to Krishna, my dear Lord, better to have calamities and be with you than no calamities and away from you. You know the saying, hell with Krishna is heaven, and heaven without Krishna is hell. So, and for devotees, you know, heavenly planet is phantasmagoria, and Brahma Jyoti is worse than hell. That's Prabodhananda Saraswati, a great Vaishnava. He prayed like this. Why? Because generally speaking, people think moksha is the highest thing. Merge and the Lord, become one with the Lord, that's the highest thing, no? The Mayavad philosophy. I met so many people in India traveling by train, and I remember one conversation, one man was telling me, moksha is the highest thing. I told him, no, there is something higher than moksha. And he would say, what is that? Oh, that's his bhakti. He said, how is that? So I explained. Once a devotee in Spain asked me this question. Krishna doesn't give much choice. Either you serve him or you suffer in the material world. No much choice. Not much choice. Only two choices. I said, no, I told him there is a third choice. Oh, really? Which one is? But I don't advise you to follow this choice. Become Mayavadi, go to Brahmayoti. You're not serving Krishna, you are not suffering in the material world. But I don't advise you to follow that. Because it's only no suffering, but there is no happiness in loving, serving Krishna. There is no anand. A little anand that you are not suffering death, old age, birth, but not real. An ocean of Brahman happiness can't compare to one drop of pure bhakti, pure devotional service. Because it gives so much ananda. Here in the material world, everything is nirananda, no bliss. Only illusion that there is happiness. You know that they put a carrot in front of a donkey, and he trying to catch the carrot. They put him to a lot of laundry, and the poor donkey is trying to catch it. He never catch it. Although there are grass all over the road, he could eat, but he's an illusion following the carrot. So in the same way, in this material world, people put their hope to be happy with so many material things, but they end up frustrated. Frustrated. Because they can't always get what they want. Sometime maybe yes, maybe not. There's no assurance of that you will get what you want. You know, some years ago, they made a video called The Secret. Have you heard about it? And they were selling, his business, and the video was about, and the book, there was a book, video, everything, like documentary type, that the secret is if you desire something very strongly, you will get it. So of course they wanted to become millionaire, they wanted to, so many things, material things. That the idea was to get material things, not spiritual things. And some people bought the book, bought the video, they were writing, I was also doing this, but I didn't get what I wanted. Oh, you have to desire more strong. I desire very strong. You're more strong. So they're cheating people. Good business. Because the world is full of cheaters and the cheated, Those who want easy things, people come to cheat them. Cheap things. Prabhupada said if you go out to sell diamonds, very few people will buy. But if you sell very cheap things, plastic things, so many people will buy. So Krishna consciousness, the highest thing, is not cheap. That's why there are not so many customers. Very few customers. Comparison to how many people are there in the world. Prabhupada once said, if even 1% of the population take to Krishna consciousness, the planet will become Vaikuntha. So imagine, no? How powerful is this? Krishna consciousness can change the world. Actually, Prabhupada did change the world. By his coming to the West, he changed the history of the world. The history of religion, he changed. Because it was the first time in the history of the world that so many religious books were sold by the millions in 80 different languages or more. That was unique in the history of the world. And also, You may say, okay, he preached and made disciples and sent them to open temples all over the world. Lord Jesus, he also made followers, give up everything, follow me. But he was speaking to his own people. They spoke the same language, Aramaic. They followed the same religious book, the Torah, the Old Testament. They were following the same book. But Prabhupada, he brought a new scripture. They didn't know about it. And English wasn't his mother language. And not only that, he didn't choose people. Whoever comes, he accepts. And immediately a little training, go open temple in Australia, go Africa, go Japan, go even Russia. Like that, so powerful. You don't have idea how was the beginning of the movement. Big struggle. Especially in Russia, the time of communism, devotees were persecuted, were jailed, just for being devotee. It was a crime to be a devotee of Krishna. So one day, one Russian man arrived at his home and told his wife, I met somebody at the train station, he gave me a book, I read the book, I decided to become vegetarian. The wife said, well, start tomorrow, I already have cooked dinner with me, tomorrow start with, no, from now. Anyway, he preached to his wife, she also became devotee, and their children also. So, and he was helping devotee distributing the books, and hiding, not openly, they were clandestine. So he was caught and sent to jail. And because, and they were so much controlling people, even the same neighbors will tell the police, this neighbor doesn't go to buy meat, something weird with this person. He must be brainwashed. In the 70s, mid-70s, here in the US, the movement was attacked very, very forcefully. Even the same parents were kidnapping their own children and forced them to eat meat and drink wine, become, again, materialistic. And they were hiring people to do that, paying people. They called them the programmers. That the devotees were programmed to be devotees, so they have to be deprogrammed. So, devotees were, and there was a big lawsuit case, and devotees have to go even to the highest, what is the name in court? Supreme Court, the Supreme Court. So devotee went to see Prabhupada. He was in Mayapur, India, and they were consulting with him about this case, what to say, what to do. Prabhupada said, what they are accusing us of? Prabhupada, they are accusing us of brainwashing people. Prabhupada said, and what is wrong with that? If people's brains are full of dirty things, a little washing doesn't harm. Everybody clean their home, wash their home. So a little washing doesn't harm. Why they say this bad thing? But Prabhupada said, how can we brainwash them if they have no brain? This movement is not brainwashing, it's brain giving. Brain giving. Tell that in the Supreme Court. And present our books. The books will speak for themselves. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and present those books. Read them loudly in the court, in the Supreme Court. Let the case go for months and months, and keep reading the books, like that. So anyway, the good thing is that the devotees win the case, and the Supreme Court declared Krishna consciousness is a bona fide religion based on holy scriptures from India, and every person in the US is free to choose the religion they want to choose. Nobody should kidnap or hurt any devotee of Krishna, it is unlawful, it is a crime. So that was a big success, no? And then after that, we had the biggest Ratha Yatra in New York City. I just came from New York, when? Yesterday? Day before yesterday. No, yesterday. Yesterday I came from New York. I don't know where I am now. Came from France, Paris. Devotee invited me Harinam. I went to Harinam, was raining, and we were chanting. It was very nice. Anyway, so devotee got permit to do Ratha Yatra in the Fifth Avenue, the longest avenue in the world, with 3 big cars. And I had the good fortune to be there in July 1976. That was like the zenith of ISKCON success in preaching in the West. All the Fifth Avenue was guarded by police and hundreds of devotees, like 700-800 devotees from Canada and from South America, US, and thousands of, American, Indians also, so many people. It was very nice. And Prabhupada was in the Ratha Yatra and sitting on Lady Subhadra's car, and we were dancing, chanting in front of the car, and it was very nice. There is a video about it, you can watch it. And when we were reaching the park, Washington Square Park, where the stage program, Prabhupada was giving lecture, the car was not moving. So Prabhupada asked, why the car is not moving? The devotee say, Prabhupada, because there is traffic, there is no place to park the Jagannath car. The park is full of people, so full of people, there is no place to park the car. Prabhupada was very happy. So many people attending the festival. So, I mean to say, Lord Chaitanya predicted this movement will spread in every corner of the planet. It's a prediction. So it has to happen. It has to happen. Prabhupada's plan was make American, make Westerners devotees, take them to India, and with them impress the Indians to become also devotees. That was, he called them the white dancing elephants. You don't find much white elephant, what to speak of dancing. So, because in India they were trying to imitate the West, being like, Westerners. But when they saw the Westerner becoming Krishna devotee, they were impressed. Oh, must be something nice in our own culture. And now ISKCON in India is so successful. You don't have idea how successful it is. Now recently they inaugurated a new temple in Mumbai. The second big temple after the planetarium. So big, so huge, so beautiful. So movement is spreading everywhere very nicely. So we should feel that if we try to please Guru and Krishna, then all blessings will come. No? All blessings will come. Queen Kunti, she said, calamity they come. If we have Krishna, what we care, Better to have Krishna and problems and no Krishna. So material life is struggle after struggle after struggle all the time. And people trying to fight the struggles, try to solve the problems. They solve one problem, another problem comes. Like once, a man was walking in the jungle, and suddenly tiger was following him. So he was running for his life, and he saw a lake, and he wanted to enter the lake, but there was a crocodile in the lake. So he climbed a tree next to the lake. So the tiger was trying to go up in the tree also. So he was trying to go the further, and he ended up hanging from a branch of the tree. And below him was the crocodile in the river waiting for him. And the tiger was also waiting in the land for him. But above him, there was honeycomb. So some honey will fall, and he will open his mouth and taste the honey. Oh, such a sweet honey. But the tiger, crocodile are there. So this is the illusion of this world. You think, oh, I'm enjoying so much. What about suffering, old age, disease, death? The tiger and the crocodile. So it's an illusion. We are living in an illusion. We have to wake up. Imagine a madman entering his friend's house, and he sees his friend having nightmare. A tiger chasing me. So the madman decide, I'm gonna sleep next to my friend, enter his dream, and kill the tiger. Madman. A normal person wake up. There is no tiger. It's only nightmare. Wake up. So that's what devotees do. They tell people, no, you are not gonna die. You're eternal soul. Don't worry. Chant Hare Krishna. Be happy. Go back to Godhead. Eternal life. Blissful. Happy life. Don't waste your time making plans after plans how to be happy in this world. It's not gonna happen. No hard you try. It's the realities, the realities. Sometimes people think, oh, Hare Krishna are very, what do you call, pessimistic. Yes, we are pessimistic about material life, but we are very optimistic about spiritual life. There's a bright future waiting for us if we keep practicing Krishna consciousness. Don't give up. Keep the good fight, no matter what. Never give up. Because Krishna wants to see our sincerity. And how we prove Krishna's sincerity? But by never giving up, practicing, chanting Hare Krishna, following the rules, no matter what. There was one incident, one devotee was in Rishikesh recently, and one man was criticizing the devotees, This thing happened, that thing happened in your movement, that criticizing. Some bad things happen also. We don't say everything is perfect. There are some devotees misbehaved, they did bad things also. That is true. But the devotee told him, what you're saying is true, but you're not even close. There is more problem than what you're saying. But I decided to choose the positive things. I decided to do the right thing. Instead of focusing on the bad things that happened, why not focus on the positive things, which is chanting Hare Krishna, associate with devotee, take prasad, read the books, experience the spiritual life. Don't expect utopia, that everything is perfect. No such thing. Humans are prone to make mistakes. Prabhupada said some bad people may be in the movement doing bad things. They may look like devotee, but they are not sincere devotee. They have any other ulterior motives. So we don't be surprised by such things, because Prabhupada accepted everyone. It's like an hospital. Don't expect everybody will be cured, full of sick people. So that's the mercy of the Guru, giving opportunity everyone to reform, to be reformed. So, any questions? Comments? Yes? Do we have mic to extra mic?
Hare, Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you so much for the very wonderful class. Maharaj, Kunti Maharani, she's a very advanced devotee and she's saying that she wants more calamities so that she can remember Krishna.
Yes.
But practical application in our life, what should be our consciousness? Should we be asking Krishna for more calamities or for his remembrance?
Like I said, nobody prayed to God for calamities. Everybody pray for God, free me from my difficulties, no? No, we can't imitate Kunti Devi. We just, the point is that when she was in difficulties, her sons were in difficulty, Krishna was always next to them, helping them. So that's the point for her, that when we were in calamities, Krishna was always with us. Now we are very nicely settled, Krishna is living to Dwarka. So better have calamity, but have Krishna next to us, with us. Now understand the point? That's the main idea behind her prayers, no? So it's not that we pray to Krishna to give us problems to remember him. We can remember him either with problems or no problems. Of course, naturally, pious person, when have difficulty, remember more God, no? Isn't? God, please help me, protect me. Pious person. Those who are not pious, they take shelter in other things, and alcohol, drugs, other things, because they're not pious, no? So how we react to the problems is up to us. You may have difficulties, not necessarily you will take shelter in God, unless you're a pious person. Some people prefer take shelter in drugs or alcohol, on sex or whatever. So there's no guarantee that by having difficulties you will remember God. If you are a devotee, of course, you will remember more, you will take shelter more. So that's if they come, you don't have to pray for them, they will come anyway. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Any other comment, question? Yes, please pass the mic to him.
Haribol Maharaj. So, like we heard in Bhagavatam and by Prabhupada writes that all the Pandavas, they were actually pure devotees of the Lord. Yes. And even Kunti Devi. But we see that we have heard stories that they actually go to Swarga or heaven. So how does that contemplate?
That is only apparent. Because to go to the kingdom of God, you have to go through heavenly planets. So they visited the heavenly planet for a little time, then continue to the kingdom of God. They didn't stay there. They just passed through.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Maharaj, as we all know, you were recently in Vrindavan. You spent a wonderful time there. So we would like to get some drops of that nectar if you had any realizations during your trip or something new you experienced. Please share with us. Yes,
Prabhupada said that some devotees from UHD, many devotees spend a lot of money to travel to go to Vrindavan. So Prabhupada asked them, how much you spend? Prabhupada, like $100,000 to get so many devotees to go. Prabhupada said, that's the best way to spend your money. To visit the holy place like Vrindavan. So it's so nice to see so many devotees sincerely and seriously practicing Krishna consciousness, living in Vrindavan, and they are absorbed in devotional service and Harikatha, visiting the holy places. I had the good fortune to go with Dinabandhu Prabhu and other devotees, different places. Every couple days we will go different places, and here Krishna did this, here Krishna did that. Here Krishna showed Brahmanda to his mother that he was accused of eating dirt. So you remember Krishna pastimes every day, everywhere. So that's the beauty of Vrindavan. But Prabhupada said Vrindavan is for inspiration. Our main work is to preach in the West. But it's nice to go and get inspired, get the inspiration to go on, So in this visit, I had very nice experience in visiting these holy places, and the members of Krishna become more intense, and you can feel the nearness to Krishna. Krishna is the object of our love. So to be in his land, to hear about him is such a rejuvenating experience. You come to know Krishna more personally, more closely, more friendly, and you got to appreciate even more the opportunity to associate with devotees who love Krishna, who want to be with Krishna, to follow in the footsteps of the inhabitants of Vrindavan, how they loved Krishna, so spontaneously. When Krishna lifted Govardhan Hill, there were so many ideas that Vrijavasi were having about how he could lift such a big hill. He's only 7 years old. So different ideas were going around. Mother Yashoda thought, my son, he's only 7 years old. He could not lift such a hill. Then how he did it? Must be that Lord Narayana was happy, was pleased with my husband Nanda Maharaj worship, that he blessed also Krishna to lift the hill. That must be the reason. Like that. So they don't care if Krishna is God or no God. They just love him. So we have to be first very convinced that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. And when we get perfection, we have to forget that forever. We go back to Golok, there nobody cares, Krishna God or no God. Just love him. So, yes.
Thank you so much for your wonderful, enlivening blessings through your words. So my question is, sometime when we talk to the devotees, or we, tell the devotees that I'm going to Vrindavan or I'm going to Mayapur, some devotees, of course, most of the majority of the devotees glorify the Dham, but some devotees say it is not important because Prabhupada did not, Prabhupada wanted you not to just go visiting holy places, but just stay behind, because not only Vrindavan, but also where the devotees have gone, that is a holy place. So you stay in America because Prabhupada came here. Not necessarily, like they bring this Siddhanta of minimizing Dham.
Yeah. Well, what can I say? Everybody is entitled to have their own opinion, but they are wrong. Prabhupada said, it's the best way to spend your money going to Vrindavan, going to the holy Dham. Mayapur, Jagannath Puri, so many holy places in India is there. So it's the best way to spend your money, go there. So why they say like that? They don't want to spend money in ticket.
Yeah, they quote that statement from Maharaj Yudhishthira Vidur Bhavad Vida Bhagavata Tirtha Bhuta Swayam Vibhu Tirtha Kurvanti Tirtha.
Yeah, of course. Wherever the pure devotee is there, it becomes a holy place. But I mean to say, the pure devotee also there. Here is more difficult to find. There are plenty, more plenty. You meet devotee you usually don't see so often. You can hear from them about Krishna. Visit the holy place not just to take bath in the river. It is important to hear from the local sadhus about the realization of Krishna. And there are many devotees, sincere, surrendered devotee, living in the holy dham. And so it's nice to have their association also. And to remember Krishna's pastime. All the place you visit is related to Krishna Lila. So intensify the remembrance of Krishna. All right, any other comment? Please pass the mic to the Mataji.
Thank you, Maharaj, for the wonderful lecture. I was listening in the car on the cell phone, and I really like that you said Krishna conscious. Krishna conscious is like a diamond, yes. And other things are really like cheap things. It's not easy. Maharaj, I have one question. When Prabhupada was in Radha Damodara temple, so he would cry at the 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. in front of Rupa Goswami's Samadhi Mandir. He swept the floor and what was the reason why in front of the Rupa Goswami's Samadhi, not in front of his guru or Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati or other. There are 7 Goswami Samadhi. So why Rupa Goswami? Is there any feeling?
Because we are followers of Rupa Goswami. We are Rupanugas. He established in the world the feelings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by revealing to the world the inner feelings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You know the story? That at the Ratha Yatra in Jagannath Puri, Lord Chaitanya was dancing, chanting in front of Lord Jagannath. At a certain point, he was reciting a verse about Shakuntala. You know Shakuntala? She fell in love with the king, they got married, they got separated, but then they met again. There's no story. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was reciting a verse from that book. It's a book by Kalidas named Shakuntala. And the verse said that we are the same lover, we meet again, but I'm missing the full moon nights under the Vetasi river and the fragrant breeze, like that, no? Devotees were bewildered. They didn't understand why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reciting verse about mundane love, mundane romance. They could not understand. But Rupa Goswami understood that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was trying to hide his inner feelings. So he wrote a verse explaining what actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was feeling. So he wrote it in a palm tree in Sanskrit verse. It is in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. And he put it on the roof of the hut when he was staying with Haridas Thakur. And he went to take bath along with Haridas Thakur in the ocean, in the sea. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to visit with his associates, and he saw the palm and took it and read it, and he fell in ecstasy. And showed it to his secretary, Swarup Damodar Goswami. See what Rupa Goswami wrote. Everybody was in ecstasy. And he asked Swarup Damodar how he could understand my mind. And then Rupa Goswami came with Haridas Thakur. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lovingly slapped him. Softly, not hard, softly like that. And he said, how you understood my mind? And Swarup Damodar Goswami said, must be that you gave him your mercy. That's the only way. And he said, yes, in our first meeting in Allahabad, Prayag, I gave him my mercy. When in that first meeting, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pleased that Rupa Goswami composed this verse, Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prima Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gora Tushe Namaha. So he was blessed, Rupa Goswami. So in the verse that Rupa Goswami wrote, translating what actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was meant to say, said it was when Radha and Krishna met in Kurukshetra at the time of the solar eclipse. You know, the Yadu dynasty and the Brijavasi came to Kurukshetra for Yagya, was a solar eclipse. So at that time, Radha, Krishna and the gopis, they have meeting in the forest nearby. And Radharani told Krishna, we are meeting again, we are the same lovers, but I'm missing when we were next to the Yamuna river under the Kadamba tree and you were playing the fifth note of your flute. I'm not happy here seeing you with so many kshatriyas and horses and chariots and dressed like a king. I want to see you dressed as a coward boy. So that was her feelings. She wanted to take Krishna back to Vrindavan. So since Rupa Goswami explained that to the devotees, the inner feeling of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was trying to hide, trying to cover. But so Mahaprabhu chose him to be the head of our Sampradaya. Is the head of our Sampradaya, Rupa Goswami. And Prabhupada translated his book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, in the form of Nectar of Devotion. He said that this book should be the, head book for all devotees, should be like the manual for all devotees, the Nectar of Devotion. So naturally, since Prabhupada was living in Radha Damodar and Rupa Goswami Samadhi was there, naturally he wanted the blessing of Rupa Goswami, naturally. And he was praying to him. He said, my Guru Maharaj gave me an impossible mission. Only if you bless me, I will be able to do it. Because it was not an easy thing. I mean, to come to the West, Prabhupada thought, if I go preach to Westerner and I tell them you have to give up meat eating, wine, intoxication, sex, they will tell me, sir, better go back to India. Don't bother us. So it wasn't an easy thing. His own brother, they tried in London. Even one duke from royalty, he approached him, can you make me Brahmana? And Sannyasi Bhom Maharaj said, yes, I can give you initiation as Brahmana, but you have to give up all these things. Intoxication, illicit sex, gambling, and meat eating. And the man said, impossible. So it wasn't an easy thing. But then when Prabhupada prayed like that to Rupa Goswami, one day Prabhupada have darshan of Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami came out of his samadhi and blessed Prabhupada, you will accomplish your mission given by your Guru. I bless you. Like that. So, this is Guru Varga. Guru Varga means the cyclic succession, all the Gurus in our line. We want blessing from all of them. Our connection to them is through our Guru. That's correct, what you're saying. Guru Parampara. We are connected directly to Krishna through this system given by Krishna himself.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Dhamra Pranam Maharaj, you have mentioned about Rupanuga, that we are all followers of Rupanuga. I would like to share some memories of a place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached for 10 days to Rupa Goswami.
It was for 30 days. Yeah, for Rupa Goswami. 10 days only?
10 days. 10 days.
But for Sanatan was...
Sanatan was in...
was later on, yeah.
Varanasi.
Yeah.
So, place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached to Rupa Goswami for 10 days is Dasha Shamed Ghat. Dasha Shamed Ghat is the place where Lord Brahma conducted first 10 yajnas, earliest first 10 yajnas in Prayagraj.
Yes.
And I'm very blessed, Maharaj. My birthplace is just half a mile from Dasha Shamed Ghat.
Very nice.
So every morning for 12 years I used to go take bath in Ganges, and I used to pass two ways. First going to the Ganges, coming back.
There's Triveni, no? Not only Ganges, Yamuna and Saraswati.
Triveni is 4 miles from Dasha.
4 miles from there.
From Dasha Shamed Ghat. The other thing, Maharaj, I would like to mention is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to preach Rupa Goswami in the morning. In the afternoon, he used to go to a temple called Veni Madhav and dance there. So both the places you can see footprints of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even today.
Very nice. I have one disciple who was born there in Priya. He lives now in Vrindavan.
That's me.
Like you, like Hare.
Other thing is, Maharaj, about the whole thing is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is said, he stayed for about a month in Prayagraj.
Yes.
He went to different temples, different places. But Rupa Shikshastani, he stayed for 10 days. And last thing is, still today you can see a plaque saying Rupa Shikshastani. Very old plaque.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing.
Hare
Hare. Thank you for taking care of the cows.
Yeah. Yesterday was Gopashtami.
Wonderful.
So we worship 3 cows. We
Very
put them
nice.
garland.
Very nice. Very nice. Very good. All right. One more verse to read. Okay. All right. Okay. Translation and purport. Okay. Yata Rishikesha Kalina Devaki Kamsena Rudhati Chiram Sucharpita Vimochitaham Cha Sahatmaja Vibo Tvayaivana Tena Muhur Vipadganat. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong verse. Okay, the 25th, no?
Yeah, we have 26th
one. We already read the 25th, so 26. Okay. Jammashvarya Shruta Shrivir Idamana Madapuman Naivarhati Abhida Tumvai Twammakinchana Gocharam. My Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and bodily beauty, cannot approach you with sincere feelings. Now read the purport.
Being mentally advanced means taking birth in aristocratic family and possessing great wealth and education and attractive personal beauty. All materialistic men are mad after possessing all these material opulences, and this is known as the advancement of material civilization. But the result is that by possessing all these material assets, one becomes artificially puffed up, intoxicated by such temporary possessions. Consequently, such materially puffed up persons are incapable of uttering the holy name of the Lord. By addressing him feelingly, O Govinda, O Krishna, it is said in the Shastras that by once uttering the holy name of the Lord, the sinner gets rid of a quantity of sins that he is unable to commit. Such is the power of uttering the holy name of the Lord. There is not the least exaggeration in this statement. Actually, the Lord's holy name has such powerful potency, but there is a quality to such utterances also. It depends on the quality of the feeling. A helpless man can feelingly utter the holy name of the Lord, whereas man who utters the same holy name in great material satisfaction cannot be so sincere. A materially puffed up person may utter the holy name of the Lord occasionally, but he is incapable of uttering the name in quality. Therefore, the four principles of material advancement, namely high parentage, good wealth, high education, and attractive beauty, are, so to speak, disqualifications for progress on the path of spiritual advancement. The material covering of the pure spirit soul is an external feature, as much as fever is an external feature of the unhealthy body. The general process is to decrease the degree of the fever and not to aggravate it by maltreatment. Sometimes it is seen that spiritually advanced person become materially impoverished. There is no discouragement. On the other hand, such impoverishment is a good sign as much as the falling of temperature is a good sign. The principle of life should be to decrease the degree of material intoxication, which leads one to be more and more illusioned about the aim of life. Grossly illusioned persons are quite unfit for entrance into the kingdom of God. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So don't be discouraged. It's okay if you want to have good education, have a good job, good income. Nothing wrong with that. This may be many zeros, not much valuable. But if you put Krishna in the front of the zero, then they have value. 1 0 become 10, 2 0 100, 3 0 1000, like that. 5 0 become a lakh. So, any qualification, any good things we may have in life, if we have put Krishna in the center of our life, then they have real value. Otherwise, they have not much value. The decoration of the dead body. You know, in the West, they decorate the dead body for the family members. You know, they make them smile and make makeup and things. They want to show that is nice. Nobody likes that. It's ugly. In India, they carry the body. They chant the holy name, no? Ram Ram. Ram Ram Satya. Haribol, Haribol. That's the reality of this body, has to end one day. That people are so in illusion, nobody think I'm going to die one day. Everybody think like I'm going to live forever. I mean, they plan their life as they don't take into consideration death. Don't speak about it. Don't be a bird of, what is the word? That a crow, no? Bring misfortune. But that's reality. It's reality. So people are enamored by these things, no? Beauty, good parentage, rich, beautiful. They're enamored by these things. But if they feel satisfied with these things, then they are missing the point in life. You know this famous filmmaker, Woody Allen? He was a rich, famous man. And he was interviewed. He was asked, is it true that you are very pessimistic? And why? He said, yes, it is true. But why? You are rich, you are famous, you're powerful. Why you're pessimistic? He said, because since we are born, we got a death sentence in our head. And doesn't matter how rich, how beautiful, how powerful you are, how famous you are, you have to die anyway. So it's a good reason to be pessimistic. You know, the devotee gave him the books. All Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, they gave him to read. Hopefully he will read them to become optimistic about spiritual life. So we should not put our hope to be happy with these things. We can accept them for Krishna's service, it's okay. Nothing wrong with that. We don't reject material things artificially, thinking that, no, that's artificial renunciation. Real renunciation is to engage everything in Krishna's service. That's the best way of not Falgu Vairagya, but real Vairagya. All right, thank you very much everyone for coming this morning. Here is Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Gaur Premanandi, Hare Hare Bol.
His Holiness Bhakti Sundar Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. So, thank you everyone for coming to the program, and thank you again Maharaj for giving us wonderful lectarian instructions. Thank you to Gaur, Kishore, Prabhu and Priya Mataji for hosting today's program. For those of you who have not taken darshan of Jagannath Ji, feel free to do that. And we have a welcome cake for Maharaj today. And we have Raghav's birthday also, right? His son, Vivek Prabhu's son, Raghav's birthday. So we'll celebrate both Maharaj's welcome and his birthday. And yeah, so you want to call here? Sharam prayers?
After cake.
After cake? Okay. Kids might eat before.
They might start eating the cake.
Yeah, exactly. They don't wait.
We could eat.
Very loud. ये लैपटॉप हटा
What is the
boy? Yeah, he's coming. He's playing outside. Come, beta.
your birthday?
Yeah.
How many years?
9.
9. Very nice. Happy birthday.
His brother. Oh. Okay, don't cut it.
Okay, cut your cake. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna dear Raghav. Hare Krishna to you. Vachakalpatarubhasya. Kripa sindhu bhayasya. Patitanam pavanebhyo. May you never take birth again. May you never take birth again. May you never take birth again. Go back, come back to Godhead. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
महाप्रसाद गोविंदे महाप्रसाद गोविंदे नमो ब्रह्मे वैष्णवे नमो ब्रह्मे वैष्णवे अल्पमन्या सम्राज अल्पमन्या सम्राज विश्वस्वरूपायते विश्वस्वरूपायते हरिरा विद्याजा हरिरा विद्याजा सुरते अतायका सुरते अतायका सिरफले विश्वसाते Hare महाप्रसाद की जय, प्रभुपाद की जय।